Crime Watch Daily first caught Al Blanco on the run.
We are investigating the disappearance of Sid Cranston. We have a few questions for you.
I don't have any comment.
Cops now have him locked up for the murder of Arizona real estate mogul Sid Cranston Jr. Once we turned up the heat, a key witness boiled to the surface, confessing he helped Al bury Sid's body. And you're not going to believe how he says Sid ended up dead.
It's sick. It's a laughable story, but at the end of the day, if that's what their defense is, then God bless them.
For 19 agonizing months, Sid's brother, Chris Cranston, and his father wondered what happened to Sid. He was last seen at this fast food restaurant in Kingman, Arizona, with his close friend and a longtime business buddy, Al Blanco.
Sid never was seen again.
Sid's family immediately suspects foul play. So do the cops.
Al Blanco seems to be the last person to be with Sid before he went missing.
We're aware that Mr. Blanco was one of the individuals that was with him in the final aspects of being here in the community.
But Chris never expected fingers to be pointed at the man he and his brother considered family, Al Blanco.
I didn't want to believe that Al was involved in this. I fought it. I fought with my father and said, this guy he's not involved.
From that moment on, Al Blanco has never spoken to any of Sid's family again.
Al definitely knows what happened to Sid, and he is not telling anybody anything.
So Crime Watch Daily set out to get answers.
You're going to have the opportunity to confront Al Blanco. What are you going to say to him?
The hell did he do? What's he hiding?
We finally tracked down Al Blanco.
We're coming in right now, hang on.
Mr. Blanco, Jason Matera with Crime Watch Daily. We are investigating the disappearance of Sid Cranston. We have a few questions for you.
I don't have any comment.
You sold his ring the day after he disappeared. How did you get his ring?
Get out of my property.
Just as I start to ask Blanco about one of Sid's rings that showed up at a pawn shop, Chris jumps in.
Find Sid is your brother, man.
Get out of my property.
I thought he was your brother. That's Chris. You know Chris.
That was your chance to do something. Why are you hiding? What are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Help us.
Did you have anything to do with Sid's disappearance?
Get out of my property.
Did you have anything to do? Do you know what happened to it?
Why are you hiding?
Innocent people don't run, Mr. Blanco. What are you trying to hide?
I thought of him as Sid's best friend. I mean, I enveloped his love and accepted it and returned it and was with him 24 hours a day. He was driving me everywhere trying to find out where my brother was. And the whole time it turns out he had just sold my brother's rings and just denied even knowing that they existed. I'm never going away. This is my brother who's a good man and he deserves justice. And that path of justice comes through you, Al Blanco.
Just months after our explosive confrontation with Al Blanco, authorities found Sid's body buried in a deep grave on this man, Don Bishop's 240-acre property just outside of Kingman. Murdered by a single gunshot.
Young man, no pictures of me. All right.
We approached Bishop months ago, and he wasn't happy to see our Crime Watch Daily cameras either.
Is there any reason why you don't want to be more helpful with this type of situation?
The main reason is I don't believe Alfredo is involved.
But now cops say the man Don Bishop calls Alfredo, Al Blanco, was involved. After our story, a surprise witness came forward. This man, Bill Sanders, telling police he actually helped Al Blanco bury Sid on Bishop's property. The FBI got a search warrant and found Sid right where Sanders led them. And the story of how Sid ended up dead, you might want to sit down for this one. Sanders claims Al told him he was shooting at a rattlesnake and accidentally shot Sid.
There was damn sure a snake in that house. A murdering snake, one that would shoot his own friend.
Sid's brother Chris tells Crime Watch Daily Al Blanco is a cold-blooded viper.
I think he may have looked at Al in the face to his last seconds, trying to love the guy.
Blanco is now charged with first-degree murder, appearing weak and feeble in a wheelchair at his arraignment.
I really just want the guy to have to sit in prison for every single last day of his life. No communicable visits, no hugging his family, I never get to even talk to my brother again. He gets to see his family every day.
Al Blanco has pleaded not guilty, and Bill Sanders has been charged with concealment of a dead body and tampering with evidence. But Don Bishop, who owns the property where Sid's body was found, has not been charged with anything in connection with Sid Cranston's murder. Chris says he expects Al Blanco to point the finger at everyone else.
He's a sociopath. There's something wrong with the guy. He's just not a good person.
Chris says he'll never recover from the loss of his brother.
Just imagine taking away, your most trusted confidant, person you love in a way that you love no one else. He doesn't get any more days. He doesn't get any more breaths.
And Chris says he won't breathe easy until Al Blanco pays for the murder of his brother.
You think of Judas, you think of the ultimate betrayers of all time. This is the guy my brother was looking out for. The guy needs to never, ever be released from prison, ever.